Former UFC interim lightweight champion Dustin Poirier provided a glimpse into who he prefers to fight for his potential career-ending bout inside the Octagon. Poirier hasn't fought since a fifth-round submission loss to UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev at UFC 302. Immediately after his third lineal title loss, Poirier hinted at retirement in his post-fight interview with Joe Rogan. In the weeks after UFC 302, Poirier appeared to pivot on that sentiment. While a return date isn't formally in the works for Poirier, as of this writing, he's announced he foresees at least one more fight before hanging up the gloves. After losing to Justin Gaethje for the then-vacant BMF belt at UFC 291, Poirier has hinted at a trilogy with his two-time foe. He appeared to further ramp up talks of making the fight happen in a recent social media post. In a recent tweet, Poirier seemed to hint at a trilogy with Gaethje. Trilogy. Poirier tweeted Tuesday. As of this writing, Gaethje hasn't publicly responded to Poirier's tweet. Before the loss to Makhachev, Poirier bounced back from the Gaethje defeat by finishing Benoit Saint-Denis at UFC 299. It was his first TKO win since defeating Conor McGregor in back-to-back fights in 2021. While Gaethje vs. Poirier wouldn't be for the BMF title, it would be a high-stakes trilogy capable of headlining a UFC pay-per-view. UFC 310 in December, as of this writing, doesn't have a main event announced booked for the card. Gaethje lost the BMF belt to Max Holloway earlier this year at UFC 300. He announced a long hiatus after the brutal knockout loss to recover and heal from the fight. Gaethje's return timeline remains uncertain, but Poirier is in the mix as a potential opponent. The UFC could potentially book their trilogy for an upcoming pay-per-view card.